G'day everyone, welcome back. Right, so today's the day, start of the next few days. We're on the boat, we've done basically our final packing and we're about to head out towards Swansea Bridge. So take you for a bit of a geeze and show you what we got going on. So we're running Navionics on the iPad just for our main source of navigation. On top of that, you know, we know where we're going and we're not going at night, so we'll be good. I've got my depth sounder, my marine radio, bridge, spare fuel, so the fuel tank is chock-a-block at the moment, and I've got 80 litres of fuel. While we're down the back of the boat, there's the tinny. So she's tied up at the bottom, tied up at the top. It's not going anywhere, but if I've got to drop it in the water, get up top, undo the rope and it'll drop. So that's the best place for it, we think. Brand new EPIRB, all registered, good to go. There's Daddy-O. And it looks like a little bit of a mess in here because it is. It is. We've just basically got everything sorted. So we got, you know, tools for days, plenty of spare parts. There's hoses, everything up in the bow. I've got a brand new anchor rope. I mean, we're about as prepared as we can be. So we're going to get to the bridge. I've got a booking at 5 PM this afternoon. Dead high is 5:40. So we'll be pushing into the current a little bit, but you know, it really won't be that bad.
Safest way to do it.
Yeah. Once we get on the other side, I've got everything to give the engine a quick service. So we'll do that just as a last minute thing. And then very early tomorrow morning, we're gone. So, but we'll fire up, untie, and leave this beautiful part of the world, hopefully for the last time. Let's go. Alright, well, if it looks like I'm sitting down chilling, because I am. First big error, not error, fault. The radio decided to let the smoke out. No idea why. It was just sitting up there happy as Larry and it went and then smoke come out of the back of it. I didn't buy it. It's obviously been on the boat for a while. It looks brand new, but there's something unhappy. So we're basically just chilling. I have rang for help. Well, rang my uncle and he's going to pick me up a new one and drop it to us out the other side of Swansea Bridge. So the plan still holds. We're going to get on the other side of the bridge and tie up to the wharf at Swansea RSL and wait for him. So yeah, we did motor around, so like you might have saw, I've got a new anchor rope and we ran that out while we were here, out in the middle, cutting laps, ran the rope out the back and let it stretch. So far, probably about an hour and a half worth of cruising around on the engine, not a single hiccup, nothing. Yeah, which is really good. So I've just been cutting laps out in the chop. It's sort of a little bit choppy today. But yeah, cutting laps, engine's running sweet as a nut. So just, you know. And every time, it'll be the one thing you don't plan for. I didn't plan for the radio to die. You couldn't ride it.
All right. The fridge keeps going.
So long as the fridge keeps going. Yeah. Just, anyway, you can't plan these things. Alrighty, I'll pick it back up probably when we get some way down the channel. As you've seen, we're coming down Swansea Channel now. I've got my uncle on the other side, or will be on the other side later, to give me a radio, and then we'll be good to go again. Yeah. tide is ripping. So we are, like I said before, 5 o'clock bridge. It's 4:30, so or 4:25. So yeah, I'll give you a look at the bridge. You'll have to excuse the wind noise. I can't do much about that. That's the bridge. Nothing special. Public moorings either side, but we're going to go and tie up at the Swansea RSL once we get through, because I've got a radio to install. Alright, so, other side of Swansea Bridge. Oh, don't mind me. Uneventful. It's pretty rough here. We're tied up to the wharf just outside of the RSL. It's pretty rough, but, I mean, yeah, the wind's blowing. It is supposed to calm down. A little bit later this afternoon, it's supposed to drop right off. But, we've got new radio. So, courtesy of my good old uncle. He brought it up for me, so we're good to go back outside again. We meet all the requirements. Inside's still a bit of a mess, and we've got to do some last minute preparations and servicing on the engine, which will happen later. We're going to go inside and get a feed. It's now nearly 6 o'clock. Yeah, so I'll probably film some of the work I do on the engine, and then I'll shut it down for the night, and we'll pick it back up again in the morning. Alright, dinner's done. Really nice too. But we just come across to public mooring just out off the wharf. Apparently you can't tie up to that overnight. So that's alright. A couple of things I'm going to do. This hose here, it's done, kaput. So I've got a brand new one. We're going to put that on. That's my biggest concern of the whole engine. We're going to put that on, and I did bring the gear to service it, so I suppose we'll go ahead and do it. Alright, that's all done. Unshuttered. It's, I don't know, 8 o'clock, something like that, 8:30 at night. Yeah, I'm gonna probably try and do a bit of editing and see how we go. Actually, that's a lie. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to bed. I'm done. We've got a bloody long day tomorrow, so we'll pick it back up in the morning. Alright, morning everyone. It is about 4:30. Shocking night's sleep. Just thinking about everything, I think. But anyway, got up, checked the weather. It all still seems to be doing the same thing. So we got probably a 10 knot, sort of peaking at 15 knot westerly all day. Seems to be all day, which is sort of good for us. It tends to get blocked by the land a bit and helps flatten the seas out. So we'll see. Swell is about 4 foot, so should be all right. We just fired up just then. Just making our way out of the channel, out to the head. So, I mean, it's basically pitch black at the moment. So I'll bring you back when there's actually something to film. Alright, we're outside the channel and into open water. A little bit of a swell, but I mean, she's going alright so far. So, I'll take you out and give you a look around. cinematic as my brain's going to give you at this time of the morning, I'm afraid. We've logged on with Marine Rescue. We've told them we're going to do hourly checks. We'll log in hourly so they know where we're going, and we'll keep motoring. Yeah, all the weather's still in our favour. There's a bit of rain over there with those clouds, but that's to the south of us, and everything's still saying it'll be an okay day. So we're up past 5 in the morning, and we'll keep going. I'll film as we go. That's Redhead. So we're coming past. That's probably halfway between where we left and Newcastle Harbour, which is up in the distance. You probably can't quite see it, but it's up there. There's a big lighthouse. Probably can't hear me actually. I did just see some dolphins just before, but I wasn't quick enough on the camera, so anyway, give you a bit of a look at what we've been doing. That's our progress. So yeah, there to there. We've been cruising on about 7 knots, 3,000 RPM. We've done what, 6.5 miles so far, and yeah, been going for an hour. Nothing has given me any worries at all. That engine's just humming. Yeah. Starting to lose sight. Starting to lose sight of Swansea back there. That's Nobby's Head, there's a lighthouse there, and then don't know if you'll be able to make it out, but right in the very distance you got Stockton Bridge. So to get into Newcastle you've got to come all the way out and then cut back in. You can't just sort of come straight across in front of Nobby's. Big break wall out there, so you've got to come in and around. But anyway, everything's running really good on board. We've been going for what, 2 hours? 1 hour and 40, so not an issue. That big sandbar, big lot of sand you can see out there, that's Stockton Beach. Stockton Beach goes, hang on, let me get better on the camera, there you go. Stockton Beach goes all the way along, all the way, and then right up in the distance, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, right up in the distance is actually where we're going. So there's a headland up there and we can just make it out now, but the seas are just really playing the game at the moment, so we're not going to Newcastle. We're not going to Newcastle. We're going to keep going while the going's good, and right now the going's good. So yeah, lovely morning on the water actually. Alright, well, here's an update I didn't want to give. drastic change of plans. The engine just lost a cylinder. Not spark, it's mechanical. Cruising along, and all of a sudden it made a, I'm gonna say a knock and a rattle, and then dropped the cylinder completely, and it shut off. So we're just waiting for a mate at the moment. We contacted Marine Rescue. We've been keeping in touch with them anyway, so they know what we're doing, and they're going to come out and give us a tow. We're not far from Newcastle Harbour, so they're going to give us a tow back in, and I will reassess when I get in there, I suppose. We got the anchor down, and we're just waiting. There you go. Not the end of the journey, but well, it's yeah. I think so. You know, we'll be doing an engine swap pretty freaking soon. I'm just gonna chill. Might make some breakfast.
Yeah.
And we'll I'll update you when there's something to update.
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
Alright, well, here comes our ride. Good old Marine Rescue.
Yep, that's why it pays to log on and do everything right. And
See. Alright, we're in. So, I mean, always, absolute thank you to Marine Rescue. Just, yeah, I mean, without them we'd still be swinging, and, you know, things would probably end up a lot different. But we're here, so we're in Newcastle Harbour, tied up, and they've given us a berth for a little while. I'm going to dig into this engine and see if I can't find out what happened, you know, as much as I can, and we'll go from there. Anyway, we're here, we're safe. Next step, couldn't tell you, but I'm about to have a bit of a geeze and see if I can't figure out what went wrong in the engine. Alright, well, rocker cover's off. We've got